So the verdict's finally in, quicker than we would expected. P. Diddy has only been found guilty of two of the lesser charges out of the five he had. The other three could have got him life imprisonment and loads of 100 years, like they've been telling us for the last few months, right? Look, the reality is this. Too many discrepancies and too many inconsistencies, sadly, with the victims' statements, right? Because remember, there's the whole heap of messages where they're messaging each other. On the one hand, they're saying this, and on the other hand, they're saying we can't wait to get to these people. We go. The defence team for Diddy already knew that they're going to be able to pull holes in the discrepancies and inconsistencies with what they're saying. That's why when people are summing up for the defence for Diddy, it only takes 30 minutes. They're not bringing no witnesses or nothing. You know why? Because they're sure that the prosecution haven't proved their case. Everybody getting excited earlier about they're debating over the racketeering. That means, oh, they've got verdicts on guilties on the other 4, 5, whatever. No. What it meant was that the jury were convinced that it was the whole trial was a complete farce because there's too many holes in what everybody's saying. Love, loaf, or hate. P. Diddy hates women, probably hates men too. Not the nicest man to be around. What's bothering me is what happened to all these other things that you led us on to believe with the underage girls this involved in this murder and that murder. Where's all these other allegations with all these other charges? They're not going to be coming now. P. Diddy, I think he can only get 2 sets of 10 on those 2 remaining charges, which he won't get no prison time whatsoever. He's done time served already. He can buy himself out of that. Look, the other thing is, the American government, they couldn't have been involved in getting him off. Because if it was that and he held that much power, they wouldn't have gone and wasted time on the case anyway. It's a case with everything that's come out and we've watched over these last few weeks. It wouldn't have gone through on a British court. Only in America could it have happened because they're already saying that they were willing participants. Then they're saying, no, they did this and did that. He might have done all those things. But if you're going to go in front of a jury and say, and there's going to be evidence suggesting that you like that bit and you like that bit, it makes everything confusing. That's what I'm saying to you. So after all this time, after everything you've told us that he's going to get 100 years, he's never going to be seen again, and all that, what an absolute farce. Diddy's team is a little bit unhappy that they even got guilty. I think they bottled it a little bit, the jury. They thought, all right, we have to give him something and all that kind of stuff, which would have meant they would have agreed that he's going to get let out, really. He can pay himself out on that without giving him the greatest glory of all time of getting found not guilty on absolute everything, mate. There's too many inconsistencies, too many discrepancies with all the victims, sadly. In this one, but you made the case really easy. From they don't want to sum up and offer nothing, they were already aware that the prosecution never proved their case, all right? That's the best I can do on this one.